Hi, FlossTube. It's Karen with KB Studio Creations.
Jason with Karen.
We hope this goes okay. It's been a month, but we're recording today.
It's been a lot. It's been a lot. I'm sorry.
So even though we are totally out of it right now and both hurting, we are going to record.
Because it's been so long. We're so sorry.
So, yeah, we'll see how this goes.
It's going to go. That's how it's going to go.
Exactly.
It's going to go. Okay, so we're going to start with Karen's 2 starts. The first one is...
It's the change quote from Across the Stitch, and I'm doing this on 14 count white Aida. Ah.
And she's gotten so far on it, guys.
No.
Oh, did I lift it up high enough?
Let's show it the right way.
Oh, it goes this way?
Yeah. So I started on this side, and it takes a lot of concentration. So...
Yeah, because it's all backstitch.
No, wait, that's the wrong way still.
Wait, what? You said this was the right way.
I know, but I'm confused.
Okay, so it goes like this. It covers both of our faces, apparently.
Well, you could fold it in half.
Oh, I guess I could fold it in half, huh? Well, it's supposed to show how big it's intended to be, right?
Sure. It's not going to fill the whole cloth.
Let me be silly.
Okay.
I'm out of it, guys. I'm super out of it. I'm so sorry. You're getting me at my meanness today.
And she says to use 3 strands for the cross stitch and 2 strands for the back stitching, but I'm just doing 2 and 1 like I usually do. And I think it looks fine. I don't think it's a problem. But I am enjoying it, but it does take a lot of concentration, so I can only work on it for a little bit at a time.
It's looking good. And this looks like it's kind of fun because it looks like you change colors often enough that it just keeps your interest.
Well, and it's like every 5, like cross stitch, like there's 2.
Yeah, 5 rows.
And then it's like the same color across on the back stitching, and then you move to the next color. But it's mirrored on either side, so I'm doing both sides to mirror it each time. Anyways, it's going along.
It's coming along great. It's looking good.
That's what I'm using for the Diversity and Inclusion SAL. And usually I try to like educate myself on anti-racism while I'm doing those projects. But that one right now, because it's taking so much focus, I'm just watching YouTubers that are black, FlossTubers that are black. Hopefully, as I get more into the project and it's getting easier as I go, I think later on I can go back to, listening to things about anti-racism and stuff, but I can't do two things that take too much focus. I think at the same time,
whenever you get into the lettering...
The letter still has a lot of changes.
There's a lot of change, but at the same time, it's just cross-stitching.
It's just stitching, yeah, so it may not take so much focus.
Yeah, because with this one, you have cross-stitching to form the border, and then there's like that back stitching that you do for the intricate design. So once you're into just doing cross stitches, that you could probably listen. So that could work.
So
okay, next one is...
So this is Pretty Swan, Doreen Jones, and it was a cross stitch crazy kit.
Hence why it says cross stitch crazy on it.
And so I got my vaccine this week, and I was originally wanting something small that I could take with me to cross stitch while I waited, because you have to wait for like 15 minutes afterwards. But then my arm was hurting a lot afterwards, so I just read instead of cross stitching. So this was supposed to be my vaccine cross stitch. I got started the night before. I'll still work on it. It's something that I think is really cute, and I've wanted to stitch for a while. So I don't know what I'll do with it. Maybe just put it in my cross stitch journal when it's done. And I don't know how fast I will get it stitched or not. But
and you're just doing the swan, right?
Well, the outside is the card.
Well, yeah, but I mean, so that's what I'm asking. This is the
cross stitch.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got a little bit of a start on that. So now whips.
Karen's first whip is...
So this is...
Do you want to introduce it since I don't really have anything to hold up?
Sure. This is an Ort bookshelf. It's just...
Have we shown this before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I just use Orts, and you'll see later the piece that this started out to be. This was going to be a model stitch, but then...
This is uneven weave.
Yeah, these are supposed to be squares, and they're very rectangle. So now I'm just making it into a bookmark, and Jason's being funny. But it said it's 32 count oyster linen, but once again, it is uneven.
I still think it would have looked cool doing both. But anyway, yeah.
Doing both what?
Read bookshelf, cityscape bookshelf.
Oh.
But, yeah, this looks really good. And it's looking, with the exception of the shiny threads.
There's some etoile in there.
Yeah, there's some etoile in here. And with the exception of the etoile, it looks like a bookshelf.
And the bookshelf is actually, the black is actually etoile as well.
Yeah, but it's not as...
It's not as...
BAM! As the blue etoile.
Yeah.
I have very descriptive words, guys. I'm telling you. Okay, next up.
So, we need to pull out the picture.
Yeah, we need to pull out the picture first. So you guys know what's coming because of this.
Not that they're going to remember which bag it's in, but this is...
I don't know. Some people have really good memories.
That is true. Some people have
Some
really
people,
good memories.
like, they watch it. Well, and the other thing is, other people, they'll watch it. When you watch FlossTube, you mostly listen and then look up whenever the things hit.
I'm cross-stitching while I watch. So.
Yeah. So you're not really watching the whole time. So anyway, this is the thing. It's Cinderella Slipper.
By Susan Penny from Cross Stitcher, October 2018.
Okay.
And I'm doing this on some 28 count hand-dyed opalescent Lugana. Oh, also, just remembered, someone did say they wanted to see previous pictures. So for these whips, I'm going to show last times. I'm just going to insert pictures in. Like,
oh, you're putting pictures up.
Yeah, but I'm just going to... I've been paying attention this past couple weeks as to how other people have done it. And at least one person, like, they just take, like, a break from the video and insert the picture, and then the video continues. So that's what I'm going to try this time.
Okay. So I don't need to worry about, like, pausing. Okay, I'm just bulldozing through this. I need to, like, calm down. Okay.
So if I forget to say that, insert it here, I will insert it somewhere before I show the picture, or before I show.
So insert has already passed. Okay, and this is where she's at. Oh my gosh, you did a lot.
So I finished the black up here. So I think I'm done with all the black. I need to do the gray.
Oh wait, the back stitching is in black etoile, right?
Krynic.
Krynic. Okay.
Yeah, so I need to do the black Krynic, I need to do the dark gray, and I need to do the beads. So.
What are you going to work on next? Are you going to work on the dark gray?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's looking good. I don't know when I'll pick it up next other than like once a month for my...
Around your birthday date.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I am happy with the progress I've made. It's looking pretty good.
We should do that.
Should do what?
Okay. It's my personal deviousness to know. Okay. So next up, we have Red, White, and Bloom.
By Country Cottage Needleworks. This was a Stitchmaynia start last year, and a Stitchmaynia start the year before. This was the Stitchmaynia start the year before. This is what I've done from that.
Okay, so this is where you're currently at. Okay.
Yeah. So I earlier in this year, I was making good progress, and I was like, oh, wow, I could get this finished before Stitchmaynia.
That's really hard to see.
But the white on there is killing me. I can't hardly do it because it's so hard to see.
Like, I even have to, like, shade it.
I should really have done a darker fabric, but live and learn.
It's going to look fine.
But I'm really struggling with the white, so...
I think whenever you FFO it, I think if you put, like, a sheet of dark... Like, do you have plans on how you're going to FFO it? Mm-hmm. How are you planning on it?
I have... It's not a picture frame thing, but it's like a picture frame, and it has a little clippy thing.
Okay, so it's going to be in a picture frame-esque thing. Okay.
Sort of.
So you can put a dark...
fabric behind it.
I was going to say, like, dark cardboard or dark... Not necessarily cardboard. That sounds like we're being super cheap, which we do a lot.
We'll just see.
But a dark paper behind it, and it might help make it pop a bit.
Or I might backstitch around it in a color, or I don't know.
I don't think you can backstitch around it in a color.
Yeah, it would be kind of hard because it is 40 count. I don't think I said that. It's 40 count Tyco Newcastle linen, 1/2. So the Stitchmaynia the year before was 2/2, and it was just too bulky. But 1/2 works well. Mm-hmm. So that's that one. And then this next whip is one that is my oldest whip. I started it in 2008.
You didn't even know me in 2008.
I did not. So the alphabet on this, they come from this book, Alphabetical Order by Leisure Arts. So I charted out this poem. There's a lot of things I would change if I did it now, but, back when I had been stitching for less than a year, yeah, it is what it is. And this is on some antique white Aida, 14 count. And then, so now so the poem is all done. I still need to add the title, and then I'm adding some embellishments. So this is going to be a rose. It's from the PC Stitch program. They have some free, or some included patterns or whatever. So that's going to be that. I was thinking to maybe put up here some, like, butterflies. I don't know. I know I'm doing the rose. I know I'm doing the rose, so I'm doing the rose. I did, as I was looking at this, discover it has some stains on it, which is, I mean, it's a really old project, so it's not. But I don't know I may just
I don't need to make faces. Nobody's going to be actually looking at this.
But I don't know. I can't see him usually easily, but when I'm up close and
well, I mean, you wash it before you do the full FFOing, don't you?
Not much anymore, no.
Oh, well, then we'll just make sure to wash this one.
Yeah. So
it's fine.
We'll see. But I'm hoping
I retract my aghast face.
So I try to do 3 strands into an old whip every Wednesday. So this is going to be my new at least 3 strands on Wednesday whip.
3 strands a week Wednesday.
Yeah. So when I started this, I was like, oh, I'm going to have this finished and have it up when I...
No, 3 strands a whip Wednesday.
when I get married, yeah. We've been married for almost 9 years.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah, it's 9 years this year.
Yeah.
I was like, no, we've known each other for 10. I was like, known each other and been married are 2 different things. We should do something, though, this June to commemorate.
Meeting?
Yeah. No, July 2nd we should do something.
July 2nd?
Yeah. That's when we had our first official date.
Was it? I thought it was later than that because I...
No, because, well...
It had to... Well...
Oh, you're right, because it was Monday was July 4th because we went to the... Fireworks. And it was the following Friday that we went out. Mm-hmm. I thought it was the Friday before, which wouldn't have been the 2nd. It would have been the 1st. So, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, July 8th we need to do something. Because that'll be a decade since our first formal date.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so next one. Sorry, I got us way off.
So, now I think we'll move over to Jason's pieces.
Insert video?
Yeah. So we finished, the bee that he was stitching.
So I finished stitching the bee, and I think I showed that last time. No.
You were almost finished?
I was almost finished. Anyway, I finished the bee, and I sent it off to my mom. My mom has it now. She's going to finish it, and I talked with her a bit, and she's going to send me a video whenever it's FFO'd.
Or at least a picture.
Yeah, a picture. Sorry, not a video, a picture. Mm-hmm. She's going to send me a picture of it, so then we can put it in whenever it's... We'll probably just put it in with the Christmas video.
Yep.
That'd be the best thing.
Because it is going to be his sister's Christmas present.
So, my mom has it. She's going to work on it to do the FFOing because that's what she and I plan to do with it. Because that just seemed like a really good present. My mom does quilting, and so she can do like a quilting pillow or whatever, a quilted pillow. But anyway, so insert video here.
So Jason has a finish on this one.
Quilting bee.
By the blue flower. He decided to only do the bee in the center.
Yes. So as you can tell... Oh, I need to take this off.
Reminder.
Yeah. So we don't know what the fabric is on this.
It's 14 count, but it's more like a linen. It's not like an Aida.
It's really weird. But anyway, so it keeps fraying on the sides and it makes it very difficult. There! It keeps fraying. No, I'm kidding. I'd never... Oh, that looks so much better. Oh. But anyway, so it keeps fraying on the sides and I don't want to stitch anymore because I'm afraid it'll just end up fraying to oblivion and then Mom can't work with it. So I'll be shipping this off to Mom soon.
So she can fully finish it into a pillow for his sister for Christmas.
So this is as FFO as I'm going to get on this one because I'm doing a joint project with my mom.
And we're going to hopefully she'll be able to send us pictures and then we can...
insert it into our Christmas video.
Right.
Because this is for Christmas. This is a long way away.
Yeah. And then with this, so I was doing the motifs on some 18 count white Aida just using orts, and I made them into cards.
So, card number 1. Card number 2. Well, that looks really cool. I like how that turned out. Card number 3. Card number 4. By the way, you can pause the video and look at it longer if you want. Card number 5. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm so sorry. Card number 6.
And so I just used, some scrapbooking supplies to make those into cards. And so I'll be sending them, like when I send a Stitchy gift, maybe just send a card that has a little Stitchy
stitch
on it. So
Stitchy stitch.
That was fun.
It's a special Stitchy stitch.
And since we're going to be sending some of those things out, we recorded it now, and we will insert this into the video that we...
On with your regularly scheduled programming! Woo! Transition.
And as you noticed, that video also had one of my FFOs.
Yes. Oh, did you want to say that before I said cut to
I didn't
it?
know.
Oh, well, yes. Surprise! There was a second FFO in it. So my next thing to talk about is Welcome to Erebor by... Hold on, it's written on here. I can find it. By Country Magic Stitch. And I'm doing this on 14 count white Ada. Mm-hmm. I'm learning. It's going so well. Okay. This is where I'm at. I've kind of stalled a little bit. I've done a lot of the, like, vanilla is what the pattern calls it. It's their DMC colors. Anyway, so I've kind of stalled because I've run out of all the colors. I need to resupply my colors. We haven't run out of them. It's just I have it on a card. And so I need to resupply my card. Is what I need to do. But the mountain's coming along. If you want to see it again. I didn't really hold it up that long. But yeah, the mountain's coming along. I've got... this side of the mountain is done. I need to finish doing this little bit here, this part down here, and then the rest of it's just that vanilla white color. So, also I'm making a conscious effort to make it so then it shows my face, your face, and a stitch.
Sounds good.
I've done it a few times.
So hopefully we can get a good one for social media.
Yeah, a good picture or image for the thing. The other thing that I've finished, and this is an FFO.
And he made, like, I was looking at, because I was starting to prep for my vlog post, and the before and after, he made a lot of progress.
I worked hard on it. Yeah.
He did a lot of stitching. And he also, look at the back. He laced it. He laced it so tight. Like, I do not lace it.
Ah!
Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to pick something off the front.
But look how tightly he laced that. I'm usually lazy, and I'm like,
No, I don't want it to fall out. This is going through the mail. I'm terrified. I don't know. Like, so I stitch really tightly, too.
Yeah, he stitches more tightly. I'm just lazy.
And I think it's because I'm new. I'm like, no, I want it to be done right. I want it to never come out.
There's other stitchers like that, too. But I'm
anyway,
lazy.
So with this FFO, I had to put the hanger on it, and I had to repaint it because there was a lot
of scuff marks.
Yeah.
It was a thrifted frame.
Yeah. But here's the finish. I have it fully finished. It's for my friend. This is an image of her. It's called a fursona. She's in the furry community. And she does a lot of art for furries. Basically, for those who don't know, a furry is someone who really likes animals. And so when they're online interacting with each other, they have what's called a fursona, which is an anthropomorphic animal of some sort. It could be anything that is furry or isn't. There are people who have like dragon fursonas and people who have like fish fursonas. And so it's an online presence that they have. And this is her online presence. She does artwork. So this is her doing her digital art. And so we did this for her. I'm wanting to send it off this week and get it to her. Again, this is an original piece by Palehorn Tea.
And we converted it to cross stitch.
Right.
And it's just on some hand-dyed Ada.
Yep. And palehorntea.com is her thing.
Which will be linked below.
This was not part of the original image, and it's hard to see, but it's her signature that she does on all of her artworks. So that is going to be sent off to her. And that was all the stitching I've done over the past month.
Which is a lot. So
it feels like I didn't do that much, but...
So I have a finish. Well, 2 finishes. So...
Oh, wait, is this finished?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
That's why I'm starting the other one for my Old Whip Wednesday, because this used to be my Old Whip Wednesday piece.
I still want to get more. Because it's supposed to be 100. Oh, this is cool. That is neat. It's interactive. Okay, so... Her first finish is, drumroll,
it's the Embroidery SAL from Fiber Artists of Facebook. It was supposed to be 100 embroideries, but they only had 33 or so.
So I'm going to show just the final page, because it's just these ones that are new, right?
Yeah. I don't know which ones are since the last one.
I think we showed the beaded stitches.
I think so, too.
And so the lock stitch, the double lock stitch, I can't read that backwards. Woven picos?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
And the buttonhole wheel stitch. But this...
Yeah, and that one, they said you could either secure it or not. So the bottom, these ones, I secured, and the other ones I didn't secure.
Oh, that's fun. Okay. So yeah.
And they filled their center in with those things. What are they called? French knots. But I didn't. I was tired by the time I had done all those little woven things.
Yeah. That is neat. How did you weave the thing onto itself? That is...
You just weave it back and forth, and you have a counting pin to hold it, and it's... Yeah. I had fun doing these stitches, and it's on some just 14 count off-white Aida.
So you can see all 33 of the stitches?
Yep.
So this is all 33. Zoom it back out because she wants our face. Ah! But yeah, so
and sorry, I feel like the camera's picking things up a little bit weird today. Jason has a new phone, and so
we'll discuss that more in life updates.
But anyways, so
if things look weird, we apologize.
And the insert videos are from the old ones, so if things look kind of different between the two videos, sorry.
Just hang in there with us. We'll work with it. Oh, we also didn't open the blinds. We normally open the blinds.
Oh yeah, we do usually open the blinds.
So the next one is Karen's fully finished. Not fully finished, just finished object. It's the Silent Night Caroling Berry.
And it's a squared version.
It's the squared version. So.
And I did this in Classic Colorworks. Did I write it on here? I did not. I probably have the floss in here. Classic Colorworks Belle Collard Greens. And
so it's collard greens.
And this is just some mystery 40 count Aida. And yeah.
This would have been really good for that one thing that I was telling you about.
I don't know.
I don't think it's big enough, but this is the type of fabric I'm looking for it.
I want to fully finish this before May because one of my Stitchmaynia pieces I'm going to do on this fabric, so I kind of want to fully finish that one so I'm not like, especially because it's silk, I don't want to be like touching it a ton. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you can get it done by then. So we talked about the quilting bee motifs in the insert from earlier. Mm-hmm. What about the next one? That's an insert picture, right?
Yeah, so this is, I will insert a picture over this while I talk so you can kind of see it or something. But this was on some 28 count tea dyed Irish linen. The basket is from Little Mystery Sampler by Lizzie Kate. And I abandoned it because I didn't like how it was looking with the DMC equivalents that I was using. But then I later added the flower, which came in part from the Merry Christmas by Big Toe Designs. And then I just fully finished it into a card because I was sending some stuff to one of my model stitchers and I wanted to send her a card too. So she has that now, she's gotten it, but here's the picture of the card.
Oh wait, you're putting it up now?
No, I put it up.
Oh, you put it up earlier. Okay, because I was sitting here doing this while you were talking and I'm like, this is going to look so weird if nothing's there. Anyway, so the next fully finish is...
Oh, I was going to show this. So...
Elephants by Stitchly on 14 count white Aida mixed up colors. Oh, I see what you mean.
This is... Oh, what was it going to show? Oh, okay. So this is... they gave me money to purchase it.
Here, let me see it.
So that... They're in Ireland, so they sent it to me for review. And if you want to see our reviews of the kit, we put it in previous videos.
Trying to get it where there's not a glare is really hard.
Yeah.
But these are some of the patterns that come in the kit. And I have stitched the rainbow that's at the bottom. And I just pushed a button so it's gone. Karen just did say hello to my little friend. And
so in my kit, there was a problem where two of the colors had the same number on the bobbins, even though they were two different colors. So I'd already done one of the colors.
It was in this section, right?
Yeah, it's these two colors. So I just switched it throughout the entire pattern. And it doesn't, I mean, no one's going to know.
It still looks fine.
So I'm planning to start the giraffes for Stitchmaynia. So for Stitchmaynia this year, I'm going to do 9 starts. That's my plan right now. I'm going to start one every Saturday and every Wednesday.
And my plan is just to stitch every day. Even if it's just one stitch a day, I'm planning on stitching every day. Your next FFO is St. Lucy's Light from the Little Stitcher, Laura Remola, from Just Cross Stitch Christmas Ornaments 2020. And it's on 14 count blue Aida.
You should give them something to look at.
What does EP66 mean?
So because I'm going to be inserting pictures, ones that weren't from the last episode, I've been putting the episodes in, so I know where to go back to pull the picture for the insert.
So anyway, this is beautiful, guys. I'm excited. Now let's just talk about this. This is pretty. I love how this is finished. So she did this Kreinik, right, for this light.
Well, DMC Light Effects, which is the DMC.
She did shiny floss. It's sparkle. Yeah. Sorry, I can't use the big words. This comes earlier this episode. I was like, I'm learning. I don't know words. So anyway, this is DMC Kreinik equivalent gold to do the light, and then you can't see it, but there's like some light gold outlining
I didn't even
in the
think
birds
of that.
here.
There is. You're right.
You didn't think? Oh, well, it makes it work better. Let me talk about it, sweetie. I see all the beauty. So it's got some holly green up here, which has holly in here with the berries. No, those are bows in her hair. They look kind of like berries. Mm-hmm. But I just love how these two fabrics work so well together. This fabric and the actual pattern. The dark blue it's a light blue, medium blue. It's a medium blue.
Yeah.
Just kind of makes it pop even more, gives it an icy feel, Christmassy and wintry, and I love it. This ribbon here, beautifully done.
It's fabric, not ribbon, but...
This fabric here, beautifully done, makes it pop, gives a nice border to it, while giving them each their own space. I love that it's not 100% balanced, because things look better when they're not balanced. It's aspect ratios, and there's artistic stuff that goes along with it that I know the basics of and can't use the vocabulary for. But this looks beautiful. Then on top of it, this background. Like, this screams summer to me, but for some odd reason, it works so well with this little pillow. I love it. So, she did a wonderful job. This was a tutorial by Helen D as well on helping her fit, which is linked below, which is how she finished it.
And she put pom-pom trim around it, mini pom-pom trim, but I only have mini pom-pom trim that's KB Studio stuff, so I didn't. And I think it looks fine without the pom-pom trim.
It's so pretty! I love it. I love it so much.
I like how it turned out. It was my first time trying this, and I will definitely do other cross-stitch finishes this way.
So good. Okay. Yeah.
So, design shop. So, I have videos to insert about these, but I thought I'd show them as well a little bit too.
So, first thing, call back to the bookshelf bookmark. Wow, you're good. You opened up right to it. So, she was talking about how these squares were supposed to be squares because this was the original stitching for this.
Yeah.
So this is, I'll let you talk about it because it's very personal.
So this is based on a quilt made by my great-grandmother, who I never met. But so I have a video to insert, a couple videos to insert maybe, about this pattern. But I just wanted to show it again because I like it. And I am doing something different with this one where I am not releasing it on my Etsy shop. I'm releasing it in... No, it's the distributor. So
okay.
Shops can order the pattern. If you want me to put it on Etsy because you want to do it, I will. I just don't want to keep paying fees to have it up there when I don't know if anyone else will want to stitch it.
Because it's a very personal project sort of thing. Mm-hmm. So with the if you want the motifs, message Karen. She'll put it up
I think it's cool, but I just don't know that very many other people will want to stitch it.
Because it has that personal...
Originally, I thought like, oh yeah, sure, people will. And now I'm just like, not so sure.
The other thing is the spring Biscornu.
And the other version of it will be inserted here as well. But if you also want to see it...
oh, wait, are we inserting to the other version?
Yeah, well, both. It's going to have both versions.
Oh, but I mean in the video, are we flipping to that real quick?
At some point. I don't know where.
We'll flip to it now!
So I wanted to show this Biscornu before I mail it off. With the Great Biscornu Swap, the theme this time was spring. So I had stitched this previously. It's a pattern I designed. And this one uses Gentle Art floss. And then this one, I didn't have enough Gentle Art all the colors, so I did it in a DMC conversion. But I didn't like this first one, how the flowers on the sides pointed down on the top. So I switched the pattern. So I switched those up on the pattern, and I also switched the pink and the purple.
I think this looks so much better too. I like this one.
I like it better.
I like yours. I like this one too, but I like this one better.
Yeah. So they're both going to be in the pattern that's going to be available on Etsy, because I will be inserting this into a video after she has received her one. But I've been putting it off for a year. Like, this was finished over a year ago. but I couldn't get myself to release it because I really wanted to see what it looked like this way. So when the theme was spring, it was the perfect thing to get me to stitch it again. And this is on, oh, what is it called? Vintage Whisper Blue by Zweigart. And it's the 32 count linen.
Zweigart. I'm 100% certain it's German and it should be Zweigart. Not Zweigart. My gosh.
And then one thing, when I was finishing these, so this one I didn't put any interfacing on, and this one I did, and I feel like that might be why it pulls differently in the center. You can kind of see it better on the back. So, yeah. Anyways.
Finishing tip.
In conjunction with that, so a couple of those motifs were based on a little bit on this pattern, which I once again had finished a year ago. And then I didn't get released, partially because I didn't know how to finish it. I didn't have a frame, and eventually I got a frame. But this is based on a quilt I owned that was made by my great-grandmother. And I love stitching it. It's got DMC Etoile, and Gentle Art floss.
I feel like I should be more forward.
And it's on 18 count, 18 count or 16 count? Can't remember. Anyways, I think it's 16 count Anti-Quite Ada. I think it's 16 count. But I have a video that I will insert at the end of this talking about
It's 21 count.
It's not 21
I just counted how many were in like the square. So it's probably 16 count. She's good with her stuff. So.
But so these were all motifs based on the quilt, and I will insert that after this, talking about showing the quilt and the different things. Because I don't know that anyone else is going to want to stitch this, I did design it with the intent to release it, but then I'm doubting myself that people would want it. So I'm going to release it to the distributor so shops can order it. And if you really want it, I can put it up a listing for you on, what are you doing?
Nothing.
He's playing with the glue on the back from when I fully finished it a different way and didn't like it. But anyways, so it's only going to be available on the distributor unless you say, hey, I want you to put up an Etsy listing for a digital download. And then I will put up the listing, but I'm just not going to have it listed in my Etsy shop in general.
So.
But yeah, so. Oh, and with these, I made some counting pins out of clay to stick in them.
Where's the one?
This is one we're keeping.
Okay, hold on. I will do it like this.
Because I thought it would be fun to make some counting pins to stick in the spring Biscornu.
It's got to be perfect. Just perfectly perfect. Okay. Ba-doo!
So yeah, just some small flower counting pins. So
super cute.
That was fun. That's the pattern. I feel like there's more to say about it, but I can't think of what to say about it. So I think that's all.
Back to your regularly scheduled programming. Transition.
So I wanted to record a little bit about this blanket. It was made by one of my great-grandmothers, and I've designed a pattern based on it. And part of the reason I did it is because I love this blanket. I started using it as a teenager, and as you can see, it's kind of falling apart. When I was in college, one of my aunts helped sew part of it up, but as you can see, it is definitely falling apart. I think here you can kind of see where she sewed it up some. I don't know how much longer this will last. I love it because it's made out of like a jean material, so it's heavier than a usual blanket. I just wanted to memorialize it, and so I created this pattern. Let's see if I can kind of show you some of the ones I based it off of. See if I can find any of them on here. So this is the pattern, and you can't see it very well, but I used some Etoile in the border because I don't know if you can see it, but some of her places used sparkly thread. So I really liked that. So I tried to keep that aspect when creating this quilt or this pattern. So here's one. So this one is this one right here. And I just found a fancy floss that I felt kind of matched it. And I don't know if you can see this has a little bit of sparkle in it too. So I did use an étoile on that. So this is one of my favorite motifs, and as you can see, it's disintegrating. It's this pretty pink heart. And so this was the pattern I based on it, and I just did some stripes in some overdyed threads to match that. So this flower is this flower right here. And as you can see, the colors aren't necessarily exact matches, but I like them. I think they turned out well. Oh, here's another one. This one right here is this one. And then, oh, there's another one. This one right here is this one. And so instead of trying to do a pattern like this, I just did two different colors, like these colors in here. And then here, this flower is this flower right here. So I had fun designing the different things. Kind of want to see if I can find some more of them. It was a fun project. I don't know if anyone else will be interested in this besides me, but I really enjoyed it. Oh, hey, here's another one. I think this one might be this one. As you can see, it's very different. These have little flowers in the spots, but I just found some floss and did it. The rickrack was kind of hard to try to do for that because I wanted to make it look kind of curvy like rickrack, but it's kind of a small space. So this one here is this basket right here. And once again, I just chose a fancy floss that kind of mimicked the effect. Here's a butterfly. It's not the same butterfly because this is a purple butterfly. Let me see if I can find the purple butterfly. Aha! Here's the purple butterfly. So the purple butterfly. And I tried to do the antenna as well, just in some yellow. Let's see, what other ones have I not highlighted? This square. I think that one might actually be this one, which, as you can see, I just chose, once again, a variegated floss to kind of give an overall effect. I think this is the only one I have. Nope, I haven't done that one either. Where might those be? It's kind of a treasure hunt to find where these are on this blanket. Let me zoom up. Oh, is that those? I think this is this one. So once again, those are all the same color, but I didn't want it to blend together, so I used a different color to separate it out. And I think I just need this fan. I've seen other fans. Oh, here it is. Here's this fan. So, and this one I don't know if you can see, has some sparkle. So I did the étoile for the rickrack on that. So that's kind of just an overview of this blanket that I have loved for years, and the pattern that I'm calling Grandma's Jean Quilt that goes with it. So it's looking more at the quilt, and I think this one right here is actually this one. That would make more sense to me, because I'm pretty sure this was the fabric pattern I was looking at when I picked that color. So yeah, and there's, as you can see, there are tons of other motifs here that I could use, and I feel like this is just a treasure trove of ideas, and I've actually used some of those same motifs to create other patterns, and also have ideas for future patterns based on some of these motifs. I really love this quilt. Also, as you can see, some motifs have come completely off, so that was another reason why I wanted to record this now, even though I may not be releasing this for a few months, because who knows what more might fall off before I get the pattern released.
And welcome back!
So Sarah King, our Stitching Kingdom, did receive her Biscornu, and so I will put a link up at the top wherever that is if you want to go to her video. Her channel will also be linked below. But she did receive it and liked it.
I'm sorry, I'm really weird. Sarah, I love you. I love you. I do. But anyway, this was the original version. The version that when you release the pattern on Etsy, are they both versions?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm including both versions. I did this one first, and I didn't like how these flowers were upside down. So I wanted to restitch it but I didn't for a long time until the Biscornu swap motivated me to.
Yeah. And then also...
I made some counting pins to go with it.
So
I sent some to her, and I kept some for myself. Basically, I sent her the ones that looked better. I kept the more gimpy ones for myself.
Yeah.
So those are both available. This pattern is in my Etsy shop, and the other one is also available to the distributor. So
you can either ask your local store to pick it up, or just message Karen via social media, and she can post it for you. Haul.
So, like I said, I got my vaccine this week, and afterwards I went to Walmart because I was like, oh, I'll get some groceries we need. But I didn't have the card that I wanted to use for that, so...
Oh, because I had that card. I'm sorry.
So I was already at the store, and I was just like, I'm just going to stop by the craft section. And I got a bunch of stuff.
Oh, thank goodness you got that. I was just thinking about that.
So I got some 18 count Ada, because I'm out of white 18 count Ada. And it's always nice to have around.
Sorry. She also got some pins, because I used up a lot of... So whenever I did my FFOing...
No, that's not what I got.
Those aren't these pins?
No.
Oh, no, these aren't those pins.
These are the kind of things I use for when I'm making scissor fobs.
Oh, okay.
And I'm almost out of those, so I bought some more. And then my cutters are getting dull from cutting off the tops of these counting pin things.
And I use them for other things, and it dulls it, and I'm sorry.
Anyways, they're getting dull, so I saw these, so I bought them.
And then she bought DMC 815.
Did I get 2 of 815?
Yeah, you got 2 815s.
I didn't mean to. I meant to get 1 of each of these. Well, except for black.
I was about to say, you got 2 310s.
Yeah,
so.
I meant to get multiple black.
And then she got a 910. She got 746. So a nice little cream. She got 3325. Nice little light blue. Pretty sky blue. Ooh, I like this aqua blue. 964 for a good aqua color. Another verdant green of 700. I'm sure if I just listed the numbers, everybody would be like, oh yeah, I know what color that is. And then we have a cream of 3823. It's like a good buttercream, I would say. And then we have a creamier cream of 676 as well. So, a golden cream.
I have an app that just keeps track of what floss I have, that I can keep track of it. Anyways, so I just went through the shopping list of ones that I was getting low on, and if they had that, I got it. There were still plenty that they didn't have, but any of the
ones because our Walmart has nothing.
It's a pretty small selection, but I still got all those. So those are all the ones I'm getting low on.
And glue.
Yes. We're almost out of that, so.
Because so she uses it whenever she makes her needle minders. And I use it on the bottom of my minis. Whenever I paint my minis, I then attach it to the base using this glue, which is now rattling like a baby's rattle, and it's probably annoying you guys.
It has these little tips. We haven't had much luck using the tips.
But anyway, I'm super excited that she got them because we're running low on that glue, and I bought a lot more minis. Oh, I never show my minis that I get. That's haul, isn't it?
Yeah?
No, I'm not going to show it. You guys aren't here for my mini painting, so I'm sure.
That's all the haul.
Well, let us know in the comments below if you want to see the haul of my mini painting.
Or the finished products.
Yeah.
We could even just insert pictures, because showing them, they don't focus very well.
Oh, no, it doesn't. Yeah. So anyway.
And then we have a giveaway. Where did we put the giveaway stuff? I think it's under this pile.
Probably.
Try to grab it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this one.
That's okay. So the first thing is Smell the Roses. Stitch and send this vintage chic card today. And this one isn't really cross stitch, is it?
It is. So.
Oh, the picture's horrible. That's why.
Yeah.
So this rose here is cross stitch.
You can kind of see it up in the corner.
Yeah.
But so it has this card with a little spot for you to stitch the rose.
No, it still won't focus. But yeah, the rose is stitched, and then the rest of it is printed on the card.
So it's a kit. It's got everything you need, I think.
Yeah, it's a kit. It has all the cloth, all the card, all the floss that you need to stitch it, as well as the pattern. So, Smell the Roses.
Or just rose or something like that. And the rules, be over 18, so you can give us your address. Don't say giveaway. Say something to indicate that you want to be entered to the giveaway. For which ones? And you can be entered for any of those.
So rose.
I want to stitch the rose. Something like that.
We have backstitch Eeyore.
Yeah, it's got some half stitches and...
Which is really just backstitching of one.
Kind of, yeah. And backstitching. So since we were kind of in a grouchy mood today because I'm just tired out of it, I thought Eeyore would be a good one to give away.
Oh, that's so sad.
Although I'm feeling a lot happier now that we've been doing the FlossTube. So it's kind of like elevated my mood.
Yeah, because I'm trying to bring energy, which I'm so sorry. I'm exhausted. And so we have the rose, we have Eeyore, and we have flower bucket.
And this is just a pattern.
It's just a pattern. It says, "How does your garden grow?" And it's got ladybugs, bees, dragonflies, butterflies. I think it's just one of each, so I don't know why I'm making them plural. It's got flowers, peas, strawberries. So yeah, it's got an assortment of things on the pattern. So let us know in the comments below for our giveaway if you want.
And we'll draw it the next time we record, which will hopefully be in 2 weeks. But
I think we can get back into our 2 week.
Our record lately hasn't been super great, but we've been busy. So that's partly why we haven't recorded.
Yeah, because
I've been busy. I've had a lot to show, but I have also been doing a lot of model stitching. So 2 weeks ago, I didn't feel like I had that much to show. And then last week, our church had what's called General Conference, where our leaders speak to us, and it's like broadcast and stuff. And so that took up last weekend, and it's just been busy a little bit. I'm trying to think if there. Oh, do you want to talk about your phone since you said you were?
Oh yeah, so my phone. Last weekend, I had to.
It was more than last weekend.
Oh no, it was weekend before last. Yeah. Well, you said last weekend we had
that was
General
another
Conference.
thing. His phone broke, so that was a part of the problem too.
Yeah. So my phone, the phone case for it had broken a long time ago, and there was no real bottom to the hard part. And so every now and then the phone would just slip out of the phone case. And how I was holding the phone when I got out of the car, I was swinging it around the front of my body to put it in my pocket. And as I swung it around, it was just perfect alignment to where the phone slipped out of the case and went shooting with centrifugal force to slam into a sidewalk that rose out of a parking lot. So it was a 90-degree quarter of cement, and it just smashed the screen. The phone itself still works. It's just I can't open it. I can't do anything because the screen is so shattered. We'll
maybe insert a picture or something.
Yeah, we're working on a way to get a cord that hopefully will let me mess with the phone on my computer. So I'm working with that. So he can
access stuff on his old phone.
Mm-hmm. So I had to get a new phone. I'm getting used to it. Hopefully we'll be able to get this off of my phone. I watched a tutorial, so I'm pretty sure I know how.
You're stopping.
So, yeah. I've got a new phone now. There was that, and there was a lot of drama. This past week has just been really tiring for me, though. That's my biggest life update.
And he got his first shot, too.
Oh, so yeah.
We'll both be getting our next shot in the next
Well, I'm getting mine in like a week and a half.
And then mine's in like 2-3 weeks, because mine's...
Probably 3 weeks. Because you got it this week, didn't you?
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be at least 3.5 weeks.
Well, not 3.5 weeks, because I got the Pfizer. It's only 3 weeks till my next dose.
Oh, right. You got the other one. That's good. So anyway, we both gotten our first vaccine shots, and yeah, I've been over the course of the last month, I feel like I haven't done a lot of stitching, but that's because I've been doing a lot of finishing things for other people. I have a project for an old mentor to send her stuff to her. Music specifically. And then there's a new person at the game store who's joined in our D&D games who wanted me to paint some minis for him. So I painted those and got those to him. And so that was really nice. I really enjoyed doing that, and he really liked the end product. So I've just been doing a lot of small things to try to finish projects I have. Which I think is a good thing, because Stitchmaynia will start, and I'll be trying to stitch at least a little bit every day. Mm-hmm. Our garden is growing. I got a rose bush. Our garden is indoors this year. I'm going to try and see if I can do an indoor garden, because we have too many pests.
The animals eat them.
Squirrels and deer and skunks and rabbits, they all like to ravage plants that I try to maintain, and can't do anything about it because...
You can't do anything about the pests.
Yeah.
Really, so.
What about you, Karen? How's your life been?
It's been pretty good. I've been stitching and reading. I've been rereading mostly. My underlying stress is still higher than usual, so I've been struggling to read new books. It just gets too stressful for me. I don't know why. Anyways, so I've been doing a lot of rereading, and that's been fun.
And we're plugging along.
We're trying to go on walks every day. Not every day, well, most every day. Because I'm trying to get my goal of 4,000 steps each day. So I usually go on a walk to help with that.
And I'll most of the time go on the walk with you.
Yeah, unless you're busy.
Or exhausted or hurting.
Yeah. But, yeah, life's pretty good. Just plugging along. I think that's all
Anything
for
else?
us. I think that's all.
So, until next time, happy stitching! We're so bad with like being together. Stop.
I'm sorry, it's going to bother me.
I don't even know if it's starting.
It is, but move this thing. Because that's going to drive me crazy the entire time.
Well, that's there, so then it's level.
I know, but it's going to drive me
Fine.
It's going to distract me.
Hi, FlossTube.
No, we're not going to start yet. This is going to be in the bloopers. Okay, well, that's better.
Fine. It's good. It's good.